Alrighty. To work we go. Alrighty, back to the grind. Working on touching up page 9 of volume 1 of Evard's Legacy today. And gonna hammer through a bunch more too. Fixing some of my old line art. Adding adding some line weight to it. So I learned a little bit more about making line art. Oh, I gotta move my chat. It didn't move over when I activated it. Where are you? There we go. Not gonna do me any good and out of my chat. There we go. Well, might as well put that. And then slideshow. Alrighty. Should be adding more pages and stuff to the slideshow now that I think about it. But do that later. Working on improving my line art here for... What the hell is this doing? It's weird. How does that look? Oh, I put that a little too high. There we go. That's better. We'll center it. Center it today, I think. I'm not going to spend too long on this. I don't intend to redo most of the line art. Just adding some emphasis in a few spots. Because once all the colors and everything are added in, it still looks pretty good. This is actually one of the pages that I'm most pleased with in terms of my execution. So, not something I'm... not something I want to waste too much time on. Improving one of the better pages. But there's a little bit I want. I want a little bit of variance in the line width to make certain parts stand out a little bit better. Make the execution pop just a little bit more. Would be really nice. Once I get finished just touching up this line art here, I get to finally move on to... Well, I guess it's not a new page. I was going to say a new page, but it's not a new page. But it does need far more work than this one. So rather than just touching up an unfinished page, it's actually going to be working on a page to finish. As I redrew it relatively recently, so it shouldn't need very much fixing by modern me. Hey, Real Geo. Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. What? Oh, it's a Chinese. Is that a Chinese New Year emote? Like a Lunar New Year emote? It's kind of what it looks like in my chat anyway. If it is, that's really cool. Like that they have that kind of stuff. So welcome in. How you doing this fine, I guess, afternoon. I can say afternoon now. Just improving the line art on my comic here before I move on to the next page. Doing a bunch of updates on it. Finally finding the time to do so. That needs to be fixed. That's got it right. Let's go next. Trying to improve the line weight here so that the images pop just a little bit more. Now this page I've already got pretty much done. I'm just adding a couple enhancements. If I turn on my other layers, you'll see I got lots going on here. So even just the base colors shows that we've got all sorts of fun. So the intent is for Evard's full color, so that's what this one's called. This is called Evard's Legacy, based off a book that a good friend of mine wrote. So I'm doing an adaptation of his novel, which is pretty pumped for. I enjoyed the book, and I gotta remember to include the link in my stream descriptions or something on my account. I think maybe after today's stream I'll add it in just my about. That way, if people don't want to wait for the whole comic version, they can get the novel themselves and enjoy the story that way. Nice to throw a couple pennies his way. But I drew this page a little while ago, and so I learned a thing or two about line art since then, so I'm just trying to improve the pop of these pages before I carry on with some new content. And slowly but surely get the get this book uploaded and published where people can see it. Oh, I forgot to send... Oh, I got too late. Shoot. There was another viewer that wanted some information on some publishing. Midnight was his name, and I totally forgot to send that to him. I'll have to make sure I do that. I definitely have to make sure I do that. Send the Amazon info to Midnight. I'll send that when I finish here. Shoot, I wrote myself a remembrance, but got distracted. This is a strange song. I don't know how I feel about it. Seems like it's kind of fighting with itself. Well, the violins are nice. Yeah, definitely an odd song, but I guess not terrible. Hey, Trix. How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome back. I'm doing well. Just taking the time to adjust the line art on some of my pages here, and then move on. Ideally, move on to some fresh ones, because I got a lot of cool stuff I really want to draw and get to, but I've been let myself get bogged down in a lot of different things, so that's slowed it down. But I've got to ignite that fire and up that production. But no, I'm doing well. Excuse me. Yeah, that's the plan. I gotta settle into making sure I can do what I needed to sustain like longer streaming sessions, because like I find that usually takes being online for a little while all at once before people start trickling in. I think that's my suspicion. Today was nice though, only 40 minutes, and had a few visitors, so that's pretty cool. Did you have a nice Valentine's Day, Trix? Yep, you spend all day bullying your ex because you happen to be a group voice chat with him. Excellent. That sounds fun. That's funny. That's quite funny. I enjoyed mine as well. I got some work done, which is always puts a smile on my face. But I gotta up my consistency with my timings on these streams and take advantage of every opportunity I got, I think is what I'm all excited about right now. That looks pretty good. Just this line here. I think one thing I might start doing is post to Instagram, like do my Instagram thing, like just before I start streaming, because then that can work as like, you know, I make a post, oh, this is what I was working on, now I'm working on this, and that can work kind of as like a double whammy notification kind of thing. Might be a way for passers-by to be like, oh hey, oh, that's a cool thing that I see. Oh, it says he's streaming right now. Maybe I'll go check it out. I need to figure out how to stream to X as well, because I hear that you can do that, and streaming to more is better than streaming to less, so. I figure more platforms beats less platforms. What else you got on the go right now, Trix? What are you up to? Scroll in the interwebs for some ideas and items. Okay. Items for what? You're losing weight? Okay, so you're looking for, like, what, workout gear? I see. That makes sense. I gotcha. Why do I have... That shouldn't be there. So I'm checking them up for when I'm at my ideal weight. I gotcha. Yeah, I need to get on that, the old weight loss train myself. So. Been carrying around a little extra for longer than I should. Personally, you're just starting to begin cooking a lot. Well, that's good. That's the easiest way to control things. Make sure you're eating properly. Since you love cooking, well, that's good. It's a good skill. A very good skill. Few things people appreciate more than a good meal. It's just so satisfying. I always enjoy cooking for other people, but I don't like cooking for myself. Cooking for others is very satisfying, but I find cooking for myself to be just, I lament the, feels like wasted effort. Well, good. That would be enjoyable. So we focus on Chinese food rather than Western foods? Oh, that's fun. Since you like the flavor palette of that better, well, no reason not to indulge then. It does have a very nice flavor palette. Made 5 spice powder, and now you're being asked nicely to make more. Nice. Well, hey, at least you know you knocked it out of the park. When they stop asking you to do it again, that's when you know you misstepped, right? My son is very satisfying to cook for. Both my kids are. Always lots of audio feedback when I manage to cook something properly. I prefer the could you please make more than damn, give me some of that seasoning. Understandable. Fortunately, for the next few days, though, I just have low effort cooking for myself. Kids are at their mothers, so just means making simple ground beef based dishes most of the time because it's easy and efficient. And not very expensive, which is another nice touch. Had an omelet this morning though, so that's nice. He's getting an apartment in Germany soon, from your guess, so he's going to be homeless, but that means he's going to want easy to make meals for me. Right on. Going to Germany. Is he working in there now? Or is he working there and he's like commuting a bit to stay there rather than, you know, drive back and forth? That makes sense. Bit of a jaunt to do every day, I would assume anyway. Yeah, exactly. I know in Europe things are closer together than they are in the West, but Europe has enough size to it. It's funny that a 4-hour drive would barely scratch the surface of my own province, though. Like, Canada's really, really big, so takes a while to move around. Yeah. Pretty close to the border with America, so if I head, I'm pretty sure if I headed south, I could get there relatively quickly. But going across the country in any other direction is a whole other ordeal. Well, that's cool. No, he'll definitely appreciate having some nice meals when he comes to see you. That'd be awesome. I should encourage my children to cook for me. That'd save me a lot of effort. Alrighty. Touch up this. Right here. Almost done with the touch-ups. And I can move on to a fresher page. One that actually needs some redraws. Be fun. Yeah, I got a panel I want to redo on the next page. I made it, it was like really small, so I might try to do a trick where I draw it in a separate document and then cut and paste it in. Make it easier to get the detail I want in it. But we'll see. See what happens. Finish with this Laffy Dwarf here and move on. So yeah, page 10 I think I've right here. Oh, so it's not page 10 I need to redo. But later on, I think it's page 12 is the next one I'm going to be working on. This whole techno stuff with their penchant for just having like one batch of lyrics they repeat all the time is certainly a design choice. I find a little odd. But you know. Oops. Well, you know, that's what makes it easy to just, like, have go in the background. I wonder if I've seen this, not seen, but heard this song in some random videos that pop up in my Facebook and whatever. It would make sense if I did. What with it being copyright free and everyone can just use it, so it surprised me. We'll see how YouTube enjoys it, because I'm streaming to YouTube as well right now, so decided to pick that back up. Might as well just give it a shot. Learn by doing, that kind of thing. Alrighty. Yeah, so we'll just add some more line weight here. The issue with this line art, from how I did it before, is you can see it's all kind of the same. There's no variance in the line weight. So it's all kind of looks the same, and parts of it blend in too much together. And we want a little more variance. Hey EOS, good to see you. I indeed had a fine Valentine's Day on my own. Okay, cool. Thanks for saying hello. You too. Almost done. I can wrap up this page. That's enough there. I'm excited to be finishing these off and getting them posted, because it'll be cool to have you guys, my viewers and people that come visit the stream. It'll be cool for you guys to like see the book as it comes out and as it emerges and gets put out to the public and finally shown. So that's exciting for me to have that thing, because then you guys that come here and spend some time hanging out. It'd be cool to have you guys be the first to get to enjoy the book. So I like that kind of stuff. Pretty fun. I gotta grab some water. Oh my god. Need a different water bottle. This one leaks all the time. Good. Now that I'm hydrated and soaked, damn leaky water bottle. Back to it. Almost. Hey! A social worker came by. Oh. Hope everything's alright. To check in on you? Well, I hope everything's all right. I hope you passed your checkup with flying colors. Cool. Alrighty. Let's turn the layers back on then, shall we? Facility care worker. I see. That was fun. I liked turning it all on. All the stuff of the page. That was kind of fun. Showing it all come together. Bit by bit by bit. Alright. That page is done. Good. Alright. So now we'll save it in its publishable form. So I save a few different variations of the images because of the eccentricities of Instagram. Instagram has very specific proportions for posting. So I just decided to start doing it this way. And there we go. Very minor differences once I put the colors all on there, but I'm glad I poked at the line art. Anyway, I think I noticed some difference. Anyway, whoops! Don't do that. But cool. So page 9 is done. All the remakes, good to go. Page 10 doesn't need any adjusting, so that guy should be done too. Oh, I already adjusted page 10, that's why. I had a round speech bubble rather than the square one for thoughts. So. That's the wrong... Why did it do that? Copy. It didn't copy. That's weird. There we go. I was like, we already did that one. What in the hell? That's weird. It didn't keep any of it. What? Okay. Edit. Copy. Okay. Oh, it's taller. Oh, the height on that one's weird. That's what's going on. Yeah, okay. That is a huge difference. What is going on? Oh, I see. I see what happened here. All right. I can use inches. I see what happened here. I made this page too big. Got all my actual dimensions written down, so I know what I'm supposed to do. Yes, this is 11 inches, and it should be 10.46. And the height, not at 17, should be 15.71. Okay, so that just cut it. That was dumb.
Void.
Okay, so it's... Alright. That's kind of annoying. So I think I need to reduce the height by, let's see, math, so 17, 15.71 divided by, so it's 92% of it, I think.
Void.
A little bit of a formatting error there, so I made the picture too big. Everything seems to be... No. God. Why would you do that? Oh, that's really annoying. So that messed up my formatting. That's really annoying. Okay. Maybe that's gonna make it work. Okay, good. All right. Well, hopefully this fixes it, and I can put it properly the way it needs to be. Good. It worked. So why does that have the... The hell did that one go? Oh. Let's see. Got that one done. All right, so now we can open our JPEG. We can change our resolution down to proper website proportions. We can copy it and we can paste it, and we're good to go. Look at that. That method works. Alrighty, so that's 10 done as well. Page 11. Something's going up with his face. I need to fix that. Yeah. This one needs an align art adjustment. Because we have 0 line weight. add just a little bit of dynamics to the line weight here. Make things look a little more interesting. It's a good page overall, though. I'm pleased with this one. Alright, so let's just make sure I get rid of the layers that I'm not actually using. Oh, that's way too bright. Forget that. Oh, good. Is that the only thing that changed? It was just some face adjustments. All right, we'll merge them then. It's 2 hours. I am. Hey, Midnight. I'm so sorry I forgot to send you the Amazon stuff. Like 20 minutes ago in the stream, I'm just like bobbing away and I'm like, oh damn it, I forgot to send that stuff to you. I've got it written down next to me. And I will do my best to send that Amazon info to you after this stream. Yeah. Just kicking myself because I'm like, oh, hey, you know, yeah, I'll send you this info. And then, yeah, I just got really exhausted really early yesterday. I was in bed by like 9. My old man self. Well, welcome back. Just improving my line art this time. Might have been what I was doing before. Last stream, I can't remember. Probably was. So I noticed I had no variation in my line weight at all in my in some of these newer pages, and so I was like, it doesn't look as good as it could. Be better if it had some line weight variation. So that is what we're adding here. Doing some quick touch-ups to make it pop a little bit better with some thicker lines in a few places. To better draw the eye. Let's see, almost 2 where I am. I should take a bit of a break soon. Thicker lines definitely give it more of a comic style. Yeah. It's just a nice way of showing the form and making the figure stand out on various important parts. I like the effect it has. And there's lots of different styles and people that don't use line weight much, but I think for me, the coloring that I prefer to do, because this one's mostly done, it's just touching up the line art. Because the coloring I prefer to do, I think the thicker line art really helps support it. So I think it looks a little bit better when I have emphasized a few things. So this guy's boot didn't get colored. Look at that. Crazy. Weird. I've got some leftover lighting on it, I think, is what's going on here. Do I gotta... Oh, it's the opposite. Just woke up like 30 minutes ago, and now you're thinking of what to do? Well, yeah, today and tomorrow off. Nothing to do till you start your new job. Well, welcome to hang out here as much as you want. Oh, I have to put shadows on for the figures too. I don't have any shadows yet. I don't have details on the floor, the background shading. Oops, I took everything away. I want everything gone but that. That'll be exciting when you start your new job. Always, always nice. New beginnings. Just realized you can finally hit the gym on a regular basis since your job is in the morning. Hey, now you're talking. Get jacked. That's a good sign. I hope it lives up to the expectation. Yeah, for the line weight stuff, I'm basically just like adding a bit of a outline appearance to the figure and trying to emphasize the places where the shadows touch each other to make those darker areas more impactful. And so far I'm liking the effect. So, like, your life's been flipped around, the minimum wage cost of living doesn't add up here, even meeting in the middle doesn't get you your own place. It's terrible over here. Remind me where over here is again? I've forgotten where you're at there, Midnight. North Carolina? Is that NC? Yeah, America has a very, very low minimum wage. But, you know, jobs with minimum wage are that way for a reason. Yeah, North Carolina, yeah. Like, Canada has a lot of the same problems, and our minimum wage is quite issue. It's quite an issue because the it's just pretty high, so you get a lot of entry-level jobs that are becoming prohibitively expensive to have people do, so really slows down some growth. Didn't know the minimum wage there, but you searched the average salary a month, and yeah, they make more than 20 an hour over there, even 40. You're talking New York? Well, yeah, you'd have to, most of the people, you'd have to because the cost of living's so high. So, you get these hyper elite kind of jobs in there, and most people just have to kind of really struggle in whatever kind of housing solution they can find, or travel a lot to the kind of work that they need, and this, that, and the other. Yeah, it's different for every state, yeah. Yep. But getting off minimum wage and getting yourself a real job, a real earning job, not to say that minimum wage jobs aren't real jobs, but a real job in the sense that one that pays well is always a good moment in your life. It's a big paradigm shift. Besides the terrible pay in my general area, there's nothing to do. Closest fun activity is roller skating. That's like 12 miles away. Yeah, sounds like you're relatively rural where you're at. Kinda gotta make the best of it as you can. I went to North Carolina briefly, a couple times with the military. I enjoyed it. It was nice. Of course, I obviously had things to do because I was doing them. I was working. You have a terrible spawn point. Yeah. Well, with your new job, hopefully it works out for you and you unlock pay to win. Good. That's exciting. Excited for you. Yeah, I gotta go back to my other job soon as well. So I gotta figure out what schedule I'm gonna be able to keep with the streaming over the next while. Live cheap as possible, that's right. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Save your pennies and... Yep. Yes, it is. So I have warehouse work and prep work for the spring. I won't be doing anything with the bees for a few months yet. But there's equipment that needs fixing, there's maintenance work to do. So, not like I'm gonna be rolling up and dealing with bees in February. Yep, they're remarkable creatures, but yep, they winterize. So I'm in Ontario, and we have a really pretty big beekeeping industry up in Alberta, which is even colder, with a longer winter. Well, it gets cold, but the bees are tenacious creatures. So they maintain the internal temperature of their hive. So through the winter, they kind of just go in a low activity mode, and they spend all their effort kind of just keeping themselves warm in their hive. So that's what they do throughout the winter. So we've got all of our colonies sitting tight, and we're waiting to see how many of them survive and how many we'll have to replace when the spring season hits. Yeah, it's really impressive. Amazing little creatures. Yeah, dude. Tiny little furnaces. So next week I'll be heading down to my my brother's. He owns the company, and getting in the warehouse and prepping new boxes and new spaces for the bees to live. So preparing new hives for them, for the ones that we're gonna get flown in. Because we can import bees from different places to kind of give us a little kickstart. So we always get queens, and we last year we tried some packaged bees, so you can literally buy just like a bag of bees. Yeah. Yeah, that's trucking. Fortunately for beekeeping, I just have to show up. I didn't need to qualify. I just need to show up. Strong back, weak mind. Away we go. Yeah, I've been working for him for a few years now. It's a really good gig. Really enjoy working with him. Smooth sailing. I gotta figure out what kind of schedule. Younger. Yeah, he's my younger brother. Not by that much. Only 2 years or so difference between us. So he's my younger brother, but he's also larger than me, so it's funny. He really grew. So he's younger, but he's a big boy. Yeah. Well, not that short. I'm almost 6'1", but he's almost 6'4", so. Relative to him, I got the short end, I suppose. But relative to everybody else, still pretty tall. Average Dutch height there. Yeah, I got 3 brothers and we're all pretty tall. My older brother is half an inch taller. He's solidly 6'1". The shortest one's the youngest, but even that, he's like 5'11". So not really short in the grand scheme of things. I mean, we make fun of him for it, but but he's still not short by the rest of the world's reckoning, you know? Yep, you're gonna have to be driving back and forth between the farm and here all the time again, and figure out when I'm going to figure out when the streaming will be. Yeah, that can happen. 5'7"? Yeah. Yeah, you're just a little guy. Taller than your mom and your dad? Well, hey, you did your part. Just gotta find yourself a lady who's roughly your height and you'll be cooking. Your kids will be off to the races. Well, not with that attitude. Ladies are always short. Rare to find what's on the tall side? You need to meet some Dutch people. Sort you right out. Fair amount of Latinas in North Carolina, I suspect. So that would probably be biasing the women in your area towards being shorter. Not really? Huh? Well, who knows then? Might just be your area. Could be. Alright, well this is improving it quite a bit. So I have to draw the glyphs on her arm. I should check one of the previous pages because I think I forgot to put it in there. Actually, hold on, I want some fresh air, so I'm gonna open my window. Yeah, thank you. I always forget that. It's a giant red light on my microphone, but I'm so eager to answer the questions. So, anyway, let me double check that everything worked. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Seems everything's working. It's only taking a little while now because I'm doing it after the fact. If I was doing it... Yeah, if I was doing it as I was drawing it, then it doesn't take any more time. Because you just make your line thicker from the start. So like, you know, if I draw a face, putting a face in, and I want to put some line weight down on the jaw, then all you do is you just, as you're drawing it, you just lean in. Right? So it really, it doesn't extend the time it takes when you're in the moment, right? Let's say I was doing something like that, right? Some weird alien dude had a bunch of hair, spiky hair, whatever. So if I wanted to, adding the line art, the extra line weight doesn't change anything. Going back after the fact and effectively inking your art all over again That's where you lose all your life. That's where you lose a lot of time. But I think it really improved it. It looks a lot better with the thicker liner. I like it quite a bit more already. So I think it's worth the investment to make it pop. Oh. And that's what I've always been really trying to do with this, is I'm trying to make the best art I can. Just embrace the fact that I work slowly and that I'm picky and whatever. Just make it as good as I can and hope that that resonates with the audience, even if the pace is slow. And eventually, shouldn't matter if I work a little slow, because platforms like this exist where it doesn't matter if I'm, you know, it doesn't matter if I'm spending my time doing my line art again if I have people hanging out and watching, and because then the stream and the work of getting the comic done becomes a product in of itself, right? It's not just the finished comic that is something that I'm offering and marketing to people, but the process as well. And so then it doesn't matter how long the process takes if the process makes money too. That's the eventual goal. Not there yet, but we're just starting. I've only been streaming for, I think, barely 2 months at this point, so still a lot to learn and do as I grow. But I basically have this whole next year to figure it all out and make it work. So we'll see how that goes.
I don't want to cry.
A fair warning about Twitch, its discovery rate is terrible. Anyone who comes by here by chance, they were scrolling through the art channel. When you do end up making money, it's like a penny for every ad someone watches. True. True. And that's fine. It's just, I have to do this work anyway, right? So, but yeah, discoverability on Twitch is really low, but hopefully over time, I get better at outreach and different stuff like that. The problem is I didn't have much content online at all, so it's hard to drag people into the stream or anything like that when you don't really have anything, right? So now I've got my whole system going where I work on the pages here on stream, I chat with people, and then I upload it and I get that more out there. I'm paying more attention to different trends so I can make fun art about those things. And yeah, of course. As a noob, I am always open to recommendations. Server called Pizza something, you set up your Twitch there, and whenever you stream, everyone can see your stream live on that server. That seems like it's taking viewership away from Twitch, which would seem counterintuitive to me. Yeah, that's what I've done now. I've got all my Twitch info in my signature for all my art. Well, the Discord thing. So if I have a Discord thing and people are watching the stream on Discord. Oh. I thought you were saying that they were able to watch it on... Well, Discord does have streaming. You can share your screen and stuff like that. I see, I see. Yeah, there's going to be a whole bunch of different things I'm going to try over the next year to get the viewership up, because that's my focus, is to make this kick off and start selling some comics and making some money out of this. So we'll see. I got a whole year to make it work. These 2 months were pretty cool. A pretty cool start. Getting some more followers throughout. It's been a learning experience, and it's also just been fun. It's nice having people to chat with while you're working, right? I don't leave the house anymore. I have too much art to do. So nice that I can just be here making my comics and just shooting the shit with people. So I like that a lot too. The intent for my financial future is to sell the actual comics, right? So the Twitch is just a way of trying to build an audience for the comics, while allowing me to engage with people who might like the comics directly. So that was the plan with it. If it happens to be that it brings in enough that it's quite helpful, then that's the bonus. It's great. We'll see. I gotta get up my consistency though, and make sure that as I head into my bee season, that I make sure I got a good enough frequency of the streams and stay on top of my art side gig. But I think as long as I stay on it and I keep grinding, I think it's going to work out. I'm happy with where my art is. I've got a fun story that I'm sure people are going to enjoy. And I very much enjoy chatting with people. So I think I have a lot of things going for me in this artistic future I'm trying to hammer out. What is the new job you're starting anyway, Midnight? I don't think I remember. I must have been really tired last night because I'm blanking on a lot of stuff. I remembered that you wanted the Amazon thing. And I remember that you have your own studio that you write and you produce manga for people. which is cool. But what's your new job gonna be? No worries. You chat what you want to chat. Oh, there you go. Factory work. Yeah, no, that's good. They usually pay pretty well. It's good. Good gig. Making stuff. Like on my end, the beekeeping pays well. It's just I can only do it half the year, and that's the problem. And usually I don't start the bee work until like April or so. But we're hoping that we might be able to expand, have a few more hives this year, to and so to do that we gotta do a little more prep. So works out for me. I could use the work. So. Oh, there you go. Well, that's cool. Output incentives are always great. I really, really like that. Those are a really great thing to have for workers. Yeah, that's really good. If you're motivated and you grind it out, away you go. I really like that kind of thing. It's one downside to the military because it's always salaried. So you don't have the same kind of metrics where you could be like, oh, you know what? If you work harder, you get immediately ahead more. I mean, hard work gets recognized, and you would advance faster if you were hardworking, but hey, Trix, welcome back. We were just musing about employment and different new jobs we all have. I was chatting about how I gotta start back up with the bees soon. Don't know if I was mentioning that while you were previously here. Never had it before? Well, lucky you. Or unlucky you, depending on how you look at it. What happened to my sound? That's weird. Oh, I think my earphones just died. Yeah, I think my headphones just died. Can you guys still hear the music? Okay, you can still hear the music? Okay. Yeah, my headphones just died on me. That sucks. Well, I hope the music is good. My sound just cut out on the headphones, and that's that. So, well, guess I'm going and buying some new headphones. I wanted to do that anyway, but now I really have to. They lasted a while too, a few years with those. They were nice. Corsair brand was what they were. I got them because they sponsored some StarCraft 2 stuff, some esports, of which I am a fan. But now I don't get to hear my own music. Oh well. Not gonna mess with that right now anyway. You did esports? Yeah? Which one? What game? That's cool. What game did you compete in, Midnight? And yeah, I would find working, not working, it'd be a mixed bag, right? Brawlhalla. Excellent. So excited. Yeah. Wonderful, delicious food stuff. I'm not familiar with Brawlhalla. Brawlhalla. Oh. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that title. Played esports mainly 2020. First tournament you placed top 100, 150. Nice. That's a great showing. Brawlhalla. Yeah, I saw the L. I got there. I got there. Very embarrassing failing of reading on the Brawlhalla. Oh. Could you believe that I have an English degree? So that's what the military does to you? Yeah, among other things, yeah. Yup. See, we're just so good we never take L's, so that's why.
Switch.
Yeah, just never take L's. Yep, they're dead. Well, I'm gonna do something different on my eventual break than I was planning. This line art I think looks pretty done. Yeah, I think that's good enough. So let's turn everything back on. And move on with finishing a few parts. I love the going layer by layer, turning everything back on after I've worked. It's super fun. Alrighty.
Switch.
So let's check in and make sure my line art adjustments didn't mess up the colors too poorly. Oh, I like it a lot. I like the thicker line art quite a bit. Quite a bit. Yeah, this looks nice. Oh, yeah, I gotta change, I gotta adjust that. Right here. We did change that, so. Adjustments going after my edits there. So we have that. This now has to come up her shoulder, on to her shoulder there. And we can get rid of this. And some of this. I always love it when the when I got all the lighting's done on them. It just so satisfying. Get that stuff. So hopefully the music, the playlist is picking interesting songs for you guys. I have no idea. Is that the same? It is, okay. Oh, I gotta change that. Good. Yes, it figures. But with something like that, if it's going to fail, it'll, you know, obviously be failing when you use it, so. Not too much of an issue. Plug in here. Gotta add some lighting to the sword here, because it's steel, so it's gonna reflect the hell out of his spell there. So let's pop some on the wings of the sword here. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mute. Well, thank you, Midnight. I appreciate that. All right. Is this a different color? It is slightly different. Excuse me. I guess I can leave the beard the way it is. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excuse me. So that's shining well. Oh, I gotta fix that. That's good. That's good. Here. That. Second. All right. So, at this point, what am I missing from this picture? I am missing oh, I don't have deep tones. That's what I'm missing. I like using 2 layers of shading in my work. So that might be too strong. What if I... page 10 have a deep tone? No, I don't think it did. Let's take a look at... I think the cover I used a deep tone. Yeah, I did. So deep shadows. Interesting, I had a slightly brown. That's very interesting. I kind of like it. Should be bluish though. Let's make it bluish gray. How's that gonna look on his face? That's fine. So just a few places on the figures. Do I use this darker tone? I like to be able to create a visible difference between certain parts of the shadows, and I like having that option. So could add some nice interest. Gotta be careful not to overdo it. But mainly where like cast shadows are and different things like that. I've sworn I'd done some of this before on this image. But clearly I haven't, because, you know, it hasn't been done. I don't think I have another copy of it somewhere. I guess he just has stood facing the camera for a couple times. So unsurprising that I would think that I already did my deep shadows. Thank you, Midnight. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciated it. Have a great day. Always nice having some frequent flyers. Well, you know what I mean. Always nice having people come back. hopping back in.
Virus. Virus. Virus.
Well, alright, chat. What I think I'm going to need to do is I'm going to take a pause, take a break in the stream for a moment so I can walk around and get for myself some new headphones. That will be important. And then I'll be back on later once I have remedied that itty bitty deficiency. So I don't like not being able to hear what the music is. And because obviously if I can't hear it, I can't exactly curate it. And I prefer to be able to do that. So yeah, I think we'll put a bit of a pause on the stream. And I will be back later on. So I need to move around a bit. I don't know if I want to do that. I think I'm going to keep it just emphasizing things. But we'll pause for now. Thank you everyone for stopping by. And it's been fun. Nice getting some of the comics going.